残した声が忘らりょか戦するにはかねてから捨てる覚悟でいるもの泣いてくれる渚の虫およ平和のためならば何の命が惜しかろう
Hello everyone, my name is Notepad Anon, and I write games for fun. So what are we working on today? Well, we're going to be working on a very special game for a very special thing, and this is going to be for Yuri Jam 2020. And we're going to be working on a game, as you can see, called Petals in the Wind. Now, I did previously talk about this last stream, but last stream also had half its audio cut, because I am a moron. So yeah, we don't talk about last stream. Last stream happened in our imaginations. Let me just turn the music down a little bit. Let me turn the music back up a little bit. I need to make sure people can actually hear it. There we go. So, if we go to Morons with Pedigrees, we get to see Petals in the Wind. And I got my 2 drinks, got a coffee and some water. Coffee. Because this is going to be a very dull stream as I get things going and working and making sure everything doesn't fall apart horribly the first 5 seconds. So, effectively, what I was going to be looking up today is getting the basics of this entire thing done. So if we go to the preface, obviously, this is going to get changed. So, people... Exciting game of relationships between women. Easy to make. Well, people simply be in love. That's terribly dull. Stories, excitement, danger, and a homoeroticism to match. And danger and a homoeroticism to match. So, Petals in the Wind. Let's see. Oh god. Yeah. Oh god, allergy season's coming up for me, and I hate it. I hate allergy season because I feel like shite. I feel like shit the entire time. Okay, time to deafen everyone in one fell swoop. There you go. Okay, everyone's deaf now. Cool. You don't have to listen to my nasally voice. Oh, hello, phone. Okay, you're telling me that. It is time. So, overall, so the concept of Petal in the Wind is exploring a not often touched point in Japanese history. History being the Imperial Showa era. For those who don't know, This can roughly be placed around the late 30s to late 40s. Or as it may better be known as, World War II. Bad things happened during this time. Horrible atrocities. Nightmares committed by both sides of the Sino-Japanese War. No, the second Sino-Japanese War, I believe. Yeah, this is the second But on the Japanese home front, but on the Japanese home front, people remained steadfast, and beside their men on the ground, including this doesn't rule out. Let me see. This doesn't rule out women during this era as well, which this game will be focusing on. During this time, all girl schools were reserved for the upper echelons of society. Upper echelon. Let's see. All the girls' schools were reserved for the upper echelons of society, and often cut off from the rest of society by strict rules and being closed off from others. However, in isolation, some find comfort with others. This is also going around with a Japanese quirk relating to female couples, being that it's okay in high school and in their youth to engage in these practices, but you grow out of it and eventually move on to actual society. But that's not how it always works. Does it? Petals in the wind. This can... That's not how it always works. Playing the game. Petals in the wind. Petals in the wind. PIW. It is played with a set of D20s, preferably 3 per player, so each 5 players. Storyteller, hearty appreciation. And in appreciation, relationships, drama that come out of shoujo, that's josei fiction. Shoujo, let me see, let me put no. Begone. Japanese term for a genre aimed primarily at a younger female audience. Japanese term for a genre aimed primarily at an older female audience. Let's see. All right. To perform an action, get a roll against. Now, I don't quite know how I want to handle humors yet. I have an idea, but I need to make sure. I need to double check that. Rolling against rolling against humor tries to roll the amount. While rolling with. We'll roll it. Oh, geez. Okay. I need to change this entire phrasing here needs to get changed. All right. So. The character rolls a 1d20. If going against, I'm going to call it the humor for now. If going against the humor, the character tries to surpass the value while acting with the humor. The character attempts to score lower than the amount. If successful, the character performs action without problem, but if they fail, they either relent or perform the action exceedingly poorly. Welcome to 95% of game development. Making sure your words look okay. Hell yeah. When two characters in opposition, both will attempt to roll against or with their human form successful, the character is victorious and wins the encounter. They both are unsuccessful. If both are unsuccessful, both fail miserably. Now may choose to expend their plot power to further their ambition, allowing them to re-roll their dice. Certain careers, backgrounds, other situations may permit roll additional d20s, all of which act as a multiplier for the severity of the event. Characters regain plot power as the importance of the story increases, and may permanently lose plot power by becoming less relevant. Or being born with a spoon in the mouth. Character creation. Attendance now. Character creation. When creating a character, the player must follow 4 steps in crafting their brand new student. And we're gonna call it something really terrible. Oh, Academy. Am I literally calling it School Academy? Yes. Can anyone stop me? No. Ooh, feels good. Yeah, as of right now, I am making sure. Snapping my toes more than anything. It feels good. And I'm double checking Discord as well because that's what I do. Drafting their brand new student in Gakko Academy. There's a dog somewhere. Dog, shut up, please. Dog, please. Doggo. This is why I like cats. Cats don't yell and get angry and bark. They just meow angrily and destroy your chair. Like that, I can deal with that. One of the most important aspects of character. An important part of in the academy life. Academy life is where you were born and why you are present. Why you're present at the academy. Each class of society has different expectations and approaches to their brand new school life. City folk and bumpkins. Now, Kaido to what's the southern island of Japan. I can see it. I know what it is. What is this island? It's not Kumato. Kyushu, that's it. From Hokkaido to Kyushu. Like, it starts with a K. I know it does. From Hokkaido to Kyushu. Or part of the character. Being a blue blood, while the character may not possess a direct member of the royal family, the character's influence on others by virtue of their name carries weight. Expected to uphold the values of the nation, and all of their actions also reflect the nation in all their forms. And high esteem are often the ones forced to obey societal law more than anyone else. Aristocratic. But are usually none of the above. Characters. Family is a high-ranking member in one. Major Zaibatsu. Is a high-ranking member in one of the major Zaibatsus. Which brings me to footnote. And I'm actually going to try to see if I can't get them correct. Footnote. During this era, the Zaibatsus were massive Japanese business conglomerates. That dominated a majority of the economy and in turn politics. Often these are incredibly hierarchical, and even being a major shareholder is almost akin to being a new aristocrat. The Matsus. They are expected to uphold the virtues of their family, as well as their ties, but still maintain a bit less of the strict formality that dominates Japanese aristocracy, aristocratic classes. While they may not succeed in running the business, often a daughter of a high-ranking family will be married internally, securing more power and wealth to their family in general. The expectations to succeed are high, and the desire to outmatch others is even greater. We'll call it is major Zaiba. This is, again, an incredibly simplistic way of viewing it, but the family the influence inside of other members, they still hold a significant sway inside of their local spheres. These minor families are not held to the same expectations as the major families, but their daughters are expected to marry upwards, and in doing such, secure a better life for their entire family. It may not be glamorous, but when success is in arm's reach, it takes someone determined to grab it. Oh, wait, actually, I know what I want to do for these ones. Cottager. How do I want to word this? Kin? No, pretty much someone who's been brought into the fold unintentionally. They're not really supposed to be there, but they're there out of pure out of just dumb luck and coincidence. What the? Oh. See what I'm gonna have to call him a bumpkin for now. Here is his daughter from the countryside. While they lack additional education for such a facility, through convenience, luck, or perhaps a bit of greased wheels, they have managed to find themselves in the ranks of the academy. They do not fit in, but their nature allows them to circumnavigate the problems and issues plaguing the high class members of society. However, they still must prove to others that they have purpose and reason to be there. He is a servant of an individual. While slavery is not legal in Japan, indebted individuals, poor families, and a host of other situations may place their kin in service to another family for monetary advantage, employment, or simply being a helpful figure. The servant is at the beck and call of their higher class. Beck and call of their higher class betters, but they do hold the advantage as being another set of eyes and ears for their master, while still being relatively unseen by the masses. which we're going to do school, Japanese school, Japanese school, school 1930s. Yeah. Welcome to Japanese school, the Japanese school system. There we go. Perfect. So let's see. So servant works, bumpkin servant, teacher. Character is a student at the academy, but rather a teacher on payroll. They are teacher on payroll. They are a man. Then they are either not fit for military service, or too old to serve their country properly. While women can be of all ages, to be a teacher in the 30s, it is to be a teacher in this era is to understand the ultra-nationalist point, is to understand the emperor's right, and Japan deserves its place in the sun. It's the duty of the teacher to help and nurture the next generation of young girls nurture the next generation girls into adulthood and becoming productive members of society. But that doesn't always mean teachers are always right. Because fun fact, everyone, you're gonna need, like, if you play a teacher in this game, yeah, you gotta learn a little bit about Japanese ultranationalism. Yeah, it's a fun, exciting adventure. But you don't like, oh, come on, everyone, who likes ultranationalism? Yay! No? Okay. Oh, God. But yes, it's kind of the understanding of where you fall is very important for morons with pedigrees and in turn this game. So let's take these. Oh gosh. You all open senses. Ooh. Zabatsus. Zabatsu. Members of society essentially have a career to adhere to and reflect their skills and ability. If a check is called in, the career is relevant. They add an extra d20 regardless of whether or not it's helpful. Okay. Come on, scroll down. Scroll down. There we go. Academic progress. Characters are students, and as such, they have a degree. Value. Knowledge available to them that they are particularly skilled in. Skilled in. Allowing them to understand the finer points, the world they live in, the society they are expected to continue. Alright, so out of all of these, let's select every single one. And actually what I should do is agriculture, probably not. Bureaucracy, nope. Business, actually. Cleric, no. Actually, I can keep cleric as you're a shrine maiden. Education, yes. Entertainment, yes. Finance, labor, no. Law, no. Layman clergy, no. What I should say is shrine worker. Religious, medicine, education in the Empire of Japan. Let's see. Instead, so yeah, being in high school effectively. Okay, so medicine, law. Actually, which Japanese women in law 30s? So yeah, women would have to be focused. So yeah, no medicine, yes. Military, absolutely not. Socialite, yes. Property owner, no. So, what I mean by what I should actually put is home economics. And socialite. Let's see. A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W. A B C D E F G H I J K. There we go. Which brings us to our various families. So we have royalty. Royalty. Aristocrat. Major. Zaibatsu family. Minor. Zaibatsu family. Bumpkin. Servant. Teacher. How big are you? 1.6. You know what that means. Table properties. Actually, that's a terrible idea. Select everything except that. 1.06. Ooh, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work at all. Alright. So, if we bump you down to something like that, bigger you. Table properties, 1.7. .07, I mean. Or 0.7. Not a perfect solution, but it works. And now everything broke again because fucking meters iPods. There you go. Major family, minor family. Boom, done. Don't think about it too hard. .9 work. Yeah, 0.9 works. All right, so we're going to have to delete these three. Delete 4 rows. And agriculture. What I should do is select everything here, center everything, turn everything back to open sounds. So royalty is going to be able to do bureaucracy, business, not education, finance, home economics, medicine, religious, or be a socialite. They have access to a lot of things outside being actually useful to society. An aristocrat is going to be able to know, actually, bureaucracy, business, education, finance. Actually, let's cut out these two. Major family. Minor family. Bumpkin, on the other hand, is going to have that. No business. Possibly a little education, a little bit of entertainment, no finance, home economics, religious and social. Religious. We'll give him medical. Servant's going to be able to do bureaucracy, business, education, entertainment, home economics. And the teacher's going to be able to do as a teacher, be your primary focus, as well as what you technically teach. There are no equal. Okay, so these are by no means equal in any way. Means equal. Royal social. Will dominate entire room. Well then. Well, teacher socialite is the one teaching public speaking. Let's see. A major family using employing medicine may come from a line of doctors and medical professionals. The pumpkin knows some common remedies and will be able to patch anyone up pretty quick. As the characters advance, they will gain additional specialties in which they are particularly skilled in. Allowing a character to become who they want with the education that is appropriate. For example, and to bite your tongue regard a bad-mouthing rival, being a socialite, socialite would add an additional D20, making it exceedingly difficult. Called to not say something. Okay, so we've been streaming for about almost an hour now, 57 minutes. I'm going to call it here for today. Since again I haven't streamed for the past little while, tomorrow I'll be streaming again. Today it's going to be Thursday and probably Friday, depending on how things go, probably. But tomorrow we're going to be working on this section. I have an idea of how I want to do humors, and what I'm thinking about doing is actually switching things over to seasons. Because a lot of seasons play a fairly important part in a lot of Asian things. So I'm like, okay, that could work. I think that would be thematic. And I think that is half the fun, is making sure the theme fits. If the theme fits, then we're doing it right. So thank you all very much. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Godspeed, good luck, and I hope you all good fortune and goodbye.